Iko Nini. So jana kuna story fulani ile Ian alishare na mimi and I remember thinking like what, why, what is this about? So story yenyewe alibaki ameshare na mimi from ama ilikuwa ni through TikTok na ilikuwa juu ya mother fulani wa hapa Kenya ule I'd never heard about her till this, and then came to find out that she's so famous that she's even been on Obina's show. That's how famous she is. So wacha tusikize.
So this one is out of Arizona, and it's dangerous on a level that people outside healthcare never seem to grasp. A Mesa woman, Christine Muturi Lewis, was arrested for posing as a registered nurse. So not helping out, not just doing paperwork, she was inside homes treating hospice patients with a stolen Colorado nursing license. Northern Arizona Hospice hired her in August. She claimed years of triage experience, called herself compassionate and highly skilled, and submitted a compact Colorado RN license. Except the license she turned in was issued 4 years before she was even born.
So kwa nashindwa RN ni nini? Hiyo ni registered nurse. Yes, so walikuwa natumia a stolen registered nurse license. So ni Christine Muturi Lewis. Never knew about her. Wacha tumsikie je story zake US. Alafu tukam tujikumbushe that charity begins at home. Tukuja hapa Kenya tucheki kunaendaje.
And it belonged to a real nurse nearly 30 years older who had no idea her identity was being used. Lewis went on patient visits, including a solo visit on August 15th, before the hospice realized the license didn't add up. And when they confronted her, she resigned, then somehow got hired at another hospice in Mesa. So NAZ filed a police report immediately. Investigators confirmed Lewis has never been licensed as an RN anywhere ever.
Askeo, anywhere ever, not even in the Shitole we call Kenya. Hajaikuwa registered anywhere ever, but I think she found a loophole ya biashara and decided to exploit it, and but the difference is you can get away with that in Kenya, but not out there.
The Attorney General's office even sent an undercover agent to meet her, and she doubled down, claiming she held a valid license. So she was arrested this week at her home, no bail, and yes, she is already a convicted felon with prior arrests in Vegas and LA. And this is why real nurses like myself keep screaming about public safety, licensing standards, and employers who skip verification. Patients deserve better than people cosplaying healthcare.
Yeah. So in your video that Ian sent to me, so vile nicheki Christine Muturi Lewis, I decided like, you know what, let me Google and let me see what I find. Then nikaenda kwa like the first page nilipata ni Arizona News. So Arizona News walikuwa wamesema ni fake Arizona nurse used stolen license to treat patients, agents say. Then ikakuwa a Mesa woman was arrested and is accused of posing as a nurse and treating patients using another woman's nursing license. Christine Muturi Lewis is facing multiple counts of forgery, fraud schemes, practicing nursing with a fraudulent license and computer tampering. So afuna cheki yo mother mpigwa nini hapo. Then another one ilikuwa ni ABC 15 Arizona. Ilikuwa ni Mesa woman accused of stealing nurse's identity to work in Arizona. So at least one thing they're not saying is Kenyan woman. I think this time ni Mesa woman. Then ikakuwa ni a Mesa woman is accused of stealing another nurse's identity and working at 2 Arizona hospices without a valid license. Okay. Christine Muturi Lewis. So vile nasema njo mimi sikuwa najua jo mother, like never knew anything. If Ian didn't even send me your the nini that he sent, I'd never even have known about her. But inakuwaga very interesting the minute that you find out something, now you find out more information. Nika notice that on Monday Nyakundi alikuwa shaandika jo story. So ilikuwa ni infamous 41-year-old Kenyan woman Christine Nyambura Muturi, also known as Christine Lewis, is once again making headlines after being charged in the United States for impersonating a registered nurse using a stolen Colorado nursing license to treat hospice patients in Arizona and falsely claiming professional and academic credentials she never held. Christine Lewis, whose name has long been linked to controversy, previously faced multiple allegations of financial misconduct and fraud as director of Westwick College in Kenya, where unpaid staff resignations and the near collapse of the institution raised serious questions about the quality of the education offered. According to reports, she's also linked to money laundering in the US and had previously avoided traveling there for fear of legal trouble over past dealings. So yes, this is when you get away with something for so long that you start feeling like you're invincible, and this is what's happening. So ilibidi lazima nibaki nimecheck out what is this story about yeye and what she's been accused of hapa Kenya. So ikikam to hapa Kenya ilikuwa ni she was charged with obtaining 1.959 million from 7 individuals, allegedly inducing them to pay fees for a certified nurse assistant course at Westwick Institute Limited. According to the charge sheet, she promised students that the course would lead to a certificate. The big claim, ikakuwa ni Westwick Institute is not accredited by the Technical and Vocational Education and Training Authority hapa Kenya, TVET. Then ikakuwa pia kuna 8 counts, 7 counts of cheating and 1 count of operating training without proper accreditation and license. Then what did she use? Promises of jobs abroad, which works very well in the Ruto government. Ikakuwa part of the fraud allegations include luring potential students with the promise of nursing jobs in Eastern European countries after training. Then ikakuwa ni reports suggest there are no records of successful job placements abroad for Westwick students. Then ikakuwa ni court bail. Ikakuwa ni she was granted a bail of a cash bail of 300,000 shillings or a bond of 500,000 by Kiambu senior principal magistrate Meresia Opondo. The court required her to deposit her passport, and provide a contact person. So which passport did she? Kuzaa US anakuwaga na passports mbili, so inakaa alipatia na moja akajipea shughuli na hiyo ingine. Alafu ikakuwa ni the court required her to deposit her passport and provide a contact person. During the bail hearing, she was in Nairobi hospital, reportedly unwell. You see, this is now the difference. Achoki ujinga ile unajipataga hapa Kenya, ile like when you are facing the fire, unaenda kujitetea you are sick. Kumbuka majuzi ilikuwa ni Mosiria, alikuwa anajua he was going to be arrested and pretended to be sick, went to a hospital. That shit doesn't work in the US. So there she's facing the consequences. Then ikakuwa, apart from that, of course she denied the charges. Then ikakuwa ni kuna a civil and commercial lawsuit, and that was there was a commercial appeal case, Marsh and 3 others versus Westwick College of Health Sciences Nairobi. Ikakuwa in that case, January 2025, the High Court Milimani dismissed the appeal. Then ikakuwa ni the appeal attempted to introduce new evidence arguing that Westwick was not accredited. Alafu in response, Christine Muturi, as the director, contended in court that the institution is fully certified and accredited. Then yes, so after hapo sasa, this is what she was doing here in Kenya, and she decided to try and do the same stuff in the US, and I feel like there she's going to pay the consequences. I don't know how many years she's facing. I'd want to know that. Wacha nitry kuona kama such information is nini, but most probably akishamaliza sentence pia itakuwa ni haraka ni deportation chap na cheki. So hizi ndio maupumbavu watu wanapeleka huko nje, and it just shows you how much Kenya will lie to you, because Kenya will lie to you in that you'll end up committing all these crimes and getting away with it and pretending you're sick and not going to court. But now in the US inakuwa ni very tricky, najua. So let's see how many years she faces in the US of A. So that's one of the stories ile nimekuwa nikifuatilia, ile nilifind ikiwa very interesting. So a class 4 felony in Arizona carries a presumptive prison term of 2.5 years. It's not so bad. So only 2.5 years. So ni 2.5 years. That's what she's facing. I don't know kama ni multiple, so anaenda hapo kiongeza hizo mafojari alafu zimeenda zikiwa mingi. more than that. And I also don't know if the other woman whose license she's been using and amua pia kubaki amemsue on some civil level. I don't know if that's going to happen.